Well, it's been a while since Mamelodi Sundowns had a legitimate challenger on their tail. And whilst that matchup with the Buccaneers looms large, first the champions must get past ailing crosstown foes SuperSport United in one of the Betway Premiership's long-standing rivalries. So there is, of course, a season-defining match on the horizon for Sundowns this coming weekend, but they can ill afford to cast their eye beyond 20 rivals SuperSport this evening at a venue that is familiar to both, as we bid you a warm welcome from the Lucas Moribe Stadium on a lovely Wednesday evening here in Atteridgeville. Players making their way out of the tunnel now. Certainly the less heralded of the province's two most notable derbies, but it is a hotly anticipated duel nonetheless whenever the powerhouse pair from South Africa's most successful sporting city go to battle. It is a showdown that seldom disappoints, although it has historically been a rather lopsided affair. In the PSL era, Sundowns have more than twice as many wins against SuperSport United in this particular tie. And this is where I'll bring in Stanton Fredericks to ask whether that is a factor that plays into the minds of both teams, the favourites and the underdogs.
Yeah, I think it definitely will, Grant. Obviously, the history in this fixture will see Sundowns as the dominant force here, but always a tricky encounter in this Tshwane derby. You have to say that Gavin Hunt will always pose a threat. He'll understand that he needs to be a little bit cautious here, and that's part of the SuperSport United strength, is defending very, very stealthy. So all to do for SuperSport here this evening.
Well, they do make one change from the weekend defeat to AmaZulu, where they didn't perform particularly poorly. Neorabo makes way. He's on the bench. In comes Javi Moralo for just his second league start. He last appeared in the 11 in a win over Richards Bay 2 months ago. He gets to start on the eve of what is his 25th birthday tomorrow. 20-year-old Siyabonga Ndebele starts for the third time in a row, having just made his senior debut in the Nedbank Cup. Stanton here is the formation.
Yeah, looking at SuperSport there, a possible three at the back. In the Ndebele can slot in alongside Ocon and company. It could also look with four at the back, but leading the line this evening as they look for goals is Christian Saile. Alongside him, Giddy Giddy, as well as Vincent Pule, will be operating a little bit inverted.
5 changes from Mamelodi Sundowns team that did the demolition job on the Montfort Golden Arrows over the weekend. Musa Lebusa is in for Grant Kekana. Sekutiwane, first league start since October for him as he comes in for Aubrey Modiba. He was on as a sub against Arrows. Jaden Adams, the new signing from Stellenbosch, but he makes the lineup for the first time. Tashreeq Matthews returns to the 11, as does the game changer versus Arrows, Peter Shalulile.
Game changer indeed. He leads the line this evening after one of the 5 changes for Mamelodi Sundowns. Lebusa Tiwani slotting defensively, and Adams, as you mentioned, first start for him with his new side. Tashreeq Matthews came on against Arrows, effected change, and gets a start this evening for Mamelodi Sundowns.
Now we pause for a moment of silence in Atteridgeville. Just confirming for you our match officials for today. Kola Badi be the man in the middle. Kola Madela and Kharamukwena run the lines this evening. So SuperSport United know they have a really tough test on their hands. For Mamelodi Sundowns, the equation is different. They lead the Betway Premiership. In fact, the gap at the top is 6 points. So Mamelodi Sundowns will want to ensure that the buffer between themselves and Pirates remains intact ahead of this weekend's Capital City showdown against the Buccaneers. Ronwen Williams, inspirational goalkeeper, turned 33 last month. plays his 33rd Tshwane derby this evening as Bafana's #1. As we get underway at the Lucas Moripe Stadium, SuperSport no doubt determined to rest their run of unsatisfactory results with an upset of the reigning champions. Easier said than done.
They're going to be a tight one here this evening, Grant. I think SuperSport results not going their way of late, and a response is needed. It is the second half of the season.
Indeed. And at the halfway point, they have their lowest points tally since the 99-2000 season, when they had 13 points after 15 games. They went on to finish that campaign in 10th with 43 points, although it was an 18-team league, so they had 34 games to accumulate that tally. The last time that they did anywhere near as badly at the halfway point in a 30-game season, as we now know it, was in the 2010-2011 campaign. They had 17 points, or just one better after 15 games. Although they did manage to finish in the top 8, that campaign 7th. But it doesn't make for particularly good reading. It is not been the best season by SuperSport, nor Gavin Hunt standards.
Yeah, but I do think that we expect them to do much better in the second half of the season. Players start to understand their roles, combinations start to work out, and if you look at the bench this evening, there is a bit of depth there, the likes of Dukamanja, Lekay, Aya, Nurkovic, Lungu, so there is enough names to rack up results, and who knows, a result against the log leaders and current champions could always give confidence to a side.
Ball given away cheaply here by SuperSport United. Mokwena was looking to thread a pass. A man who opened his account for Mamelodi Sundowns just this past weekend, deflected effort to round out the scoring against Le Mans for Golden Arrows. It's Mokwena's 9th season as a pro. He scored at least 1 goal in every season he's taken part in since the 2016-17 campaign. And had he not scored against Arrows, it would have been the deepest he's ever gone into a season without scoring a goal. That was his 20th outing for Mamelodi Sundowns this campaign. A couple seasons back, 2022-23, he also scored in his 20th game, injury time winner against Chippa United in the league. But generally, he gets off the mark a little earlier.
Yeah. And I think that his position has also changed as the years has moved on, playing a bit of a deeper role there is Tebogo Mokoena. He was also playing as a number 8 further up the pitch against this very side that is up against this evening, SuperSport.
Mokoena making his 19th appearance in the Tshwane derby this evening. 13 of those came in the colours of SuperSport United, where, as you would imagine, he had a losing record, 2 wins, 4 draws and 7 defeats. Although he scored quite a few goals against Mamelodi Sundowns during his time with Matisanta, 3 in fact. Now playing in his 6th Tshwane derby as a Mamelodi Sundowns player.
And Grant, as you witness that wayward pass, I just want to comment on the field. On Sunday it was immaculate condition. This evening, once again, perfect playing condition at the Lucas Masterpieces Moripe Stadium. Credit to the groundsman.
Picked up by Globu. Scored in that 2-1 defeat to Amazulu late on Saturday evening. Did Spisite and Globu now score 1-2 with Vincent Pule. Tashrik Matthews, for the longest time, was the assist leader in the Betway Premiership. He got off the mark so quickly in terms of supply and has been sitting on 4 for quite a while. He's just been overtaken by Roman Human.
He's done well to get up to speed in a side where there's lots of competition. That is Patrick Matthews. And we spent a couple of weeks on the sidelines and just came back, I think, just over 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Forward by Lebusa. Peter Shanalile appeared to beat the offside trap, but Takazani Mbandra is quickly off his line. Man who's now playing his 11th league game in a row since taking over from Ricardo Goss after a defeat to Pirates in early October, as Lucas Ribeiro goes down under the challenge of Spesihle Ndlovu, who has been this season in Ndlovu the best ball winner in the league. He's won possession 100 times in the Betway Premiership this season. It's far more than any other player. Ben Mutfwali is next, about 15 behind that.
Excellent work he does in the midfield there. I tell you what, he's got his work cut out tonight. He's up against Ribeiro, and I think
mistake here from Teboho Mokoena. Now an opportunity for Christian Saile. Does get the shot away, but blocked by Lebusa.
Excellent recovery there from Lebusa.
Uncharacteristic from usually very reliable Teboho Mokoena. Now Peter Shanalile feeding Ribeiro. Oh, slight touch from Mbandra, directing it onto the upright and then over from Allende. You knew that he was going to test the goalkeeper early on. Mbandra with a brilliant save there from Ribeiro's effort, and Allende just couldn't steer that one on target. Unrushing defender put him off there, but Ribeiro knew exactly what he wanted to do across the goalkeeper. Excellent save from Mbandra, and the post coming to the rescue as well. Lucas Ribeiro has scored in his last 3 Betway Premiership matches on the trot. The credits here to Takazani Mbandra, who hasn't kept a clean sheet in his last 4 outings with SuperSport United in the league, having managed 5 clean sheets in his first 6 Betway Premiership appearances. One thing I wanted to point out a little earlier on, when that ball was played over the top for Peter Shanalile, Takazani Mbandra very quickly off his line. There's only one keeper in the division, and that's Arubi, who's played more regularly than him, because, as you know, he didn't start the season, who's managed more accurate sweepings outside of his own box than Mbandra this season.
Yeah, so important, especially if your defense is playing a high line, for the goalkeeper to just anticipate that ball over the defense. As we take a look at sandwich of players bringing down Tiwani.
A teenager back in the lineup for the first time since that shock defeat to Polokwane City at the old Peter Makaba Stadium in October. Hoisted forward where Saile is in pursuit, well dealt with by Mamelodi Sundowns. All the way back to Ronwen Williams. Wouldn't surprise you at all to learn, of course, that Williams has the best save percentage of any keeper in the Betway Premiership this season, 88%.
Hence the accolades that are forthcoming.
He had a few shaky outings in some of his first 20 derbies, did Ronwen Williams. As we all know, he's grown on the job over the past decade and a half. Ime Akon now, crisp pass up front for Christian Saile, just lets it run away from him, and now Peter Shanalile. All he needs is to get a toe on it sometimes. That's Akon alive to the danger. 2 20-year-olds at the back for SuperSport United, Ime Akon and Siyabonga Lebele. Nicely done by Spesihle Ndlovu. Can't get the pass right. Fouls Mokoena.
in from behind there. Double. Will be assisted by Bochen pull in the middle of the park there as they try and keep Mamelodi Sundowns at bay.
And then Mighty Ribeiro. Extravagant ball. Oh, Matthew. Jaden Adams onto it. And he opens his Mamelodi Sundowns account in his first start for his new club. And among all his attributes that he brings to the table, goal scoring is actually not chief among them, but what a great introduction to the Mamelodi Sundowns faithful.
And that's how you announce your arrival. Brilliant improvisation there from Ribeiro. An excellent ball played into the box. One touch, showed composure. Seeing the on-rushing keeper there. It's Ribeiro with the touch. It's the cross. And awareness, cool, calm and collective. Jaden Adams opens his account for Mamelodi Sundowns.
Well, he lifts it over two defenders who are looking to make the block. And Jaden Adams is off the mark in very impressive fashion. Only got 22 minutes as a sub against Le Mans for Golden Arrows. Coach saw enough to include him in the lineup for this game.
Well, Grant, I wonder how much we understand the rotation in this Mamelodi Sundowns side. I wonder how much goes down to the coach just wanting to give everybody an opportunity, check their ability, and then decide who's going to be part of this squad going forward. But I must say, very commendable that you're giving everybody an opportunity to show you what they can do in terms of minutes.
There's a man who assisted Jaden Adams, Nyalwa, who making his second start of the season, his first coming against Le Mans for Golden Arrows. You would imagine that he's been impressing in training. You have to imagine Sport United will want to come up with a prompt response here against Mamelodi Sundowns. In a game that is not all too often very even. They are winless in their last 3 outings against the Brazilians, 3 defeats and just the 1 draw. Of course, started their campaign against one another. As Moralo sprays offside, 2-0 win for Mamelodi Sundowns at the very beginning of this season. Worrying for SuperSport Stanton is the fact that they have gained just 1 point from losing positions this season.
Yeah, as I mentioned, as we see Morale just straying offside. It's a SuperSport side that have only scored 6 goals so far this season. And in the starting lineup, as you and I were chatting about earlier, only goal scorer on the pitch is Ndlovu.
Yeah, in the midway Premiership. Saile in the cup against Magesi, but in terms of the league, that's it in terms of more contributors. And now with Richards Bay having got a couple, improbably from behind with 10 men against Marumo Gallants, they have gone above SuperSport United in terms of goal scoring. Magesi might have suffered a hefty defeat at their new home in Seshego against Chippa United, but they scored. But they jointly scored as many goals as SuperSport United. They sit at the bottom of that particular metric with, as you said, just 6 each. Last season was defence that was the issue for this side. They went a really long spell without keeping a clean sheet, 20-something games in a row in all competitions. And whilst they appear to have sorted that out to some degree, they have the second most clean sheets in the league. Can't find the back of the net.
And he tried to address it. He's brought in the likes of Dorkovic, the likes of Sile rather. See what they can come up with. And as we see, Mokoena looking very interested.
Mokoena looking to place it rather than blast it from that kind of range. He's not happy with his effort. Mokoena does have one goal for Sundowns against SuperSport in their 5 previous derbies in the colours of the Brazilians. His goal, the opener in their second meeting of last season, cancelled out fairly promptly by Bradley Grobler, what ended as a 1-1 draw. But with that goal having flown in, it's now 9 league meetings in a row between these two sides that have produced at least one goal. The last goalless draw came back in the 2020-21 season, with SuperSport United as the host. Now promising here for Matsatsansa, but 19-year-old Sibiwe Magitikidi not able to pick the perfect pass.
That's a little bit uncharacteristic by Allende. Normally very efficient in possession.
Well, we've gone past the first quarter hour, and a worrying trend persists from a SuperSport United perspective. They are yet to score in the opening 15 minutes of any match in the league this season, along with Amazulu and Fulani City. In fact, the earliest goal that they've actually managed this campaign was Morris' strike on 30 minutes in a 1-1 draw against Stellenbosch at the end of last year. That's the earliest they scored this season. Well, we know, Stanton, there's a certain confidence element, I guess, that comes, or that is part of goal scoring. And then the longer you go without hitting the back of the net regularly, that confidence, I would imagine, would then diminish even further, compounding the problem.
Yeah, 100%.
They have no problem scoring goals. Oh, Peter Shalanina comes close to getting another. Twice denied by the uprights, this Mamelodi Sundowns team, and we haven't even hit the 20-minute mark.
And you talk about confidence, and that is something that Shalanina has in abundance.
This is Ribeiro. Support arriving in the form of Daniela, but he checks back inside to look for an option. Scooped back in field by Tashreeq Matthews. SuperSport deal with that one.
Such a lethal striker there. Always hard-working, wins back possession. And only the post keep him from scoring back-to-back fixtures.
Get it back to Mangasum. Paul Bandra. Akon. Nico Mobia looks down the line for Vincent Pule.
Now just look at Ribeiro there. The awareness from Daniela with the perfect ball played in. Brilliant decision from Adams to have a touch before that delicate chip and a celebration to match the goal. Yeah, he's surrounded with a lot of quality. Not that there wasn't quality at Stellenbosch. The amount of quality that he will join here at Sundowns will just elevate him to another level.
There is Adams, playing too early. Links up with Shalolile. Hoists it across the field from Daniola. Kibero. Lebongakosa almost caught out. Passed upon Bandonyalo. Allende. Looks over the top. Matthews making the run. Down the line by Ndebele. There's Magidi. Klopp. Magidi bounced off it.
A bit of a shot there from Gidi.
19-year-old from Matatiel, famous of course for producing the likes of Ndile Jani. Came through Ubuntu, Cape Town Academy, did Magidi, and grew up admiring none other than a man he plays alongside these days, Mthimkhulu.
Stop-start in a situation will suit Mamelodi Sundowns just fine, just slow the game down.
Quena. Well, he rode one challenge, then was clipped. We will endeavour to keep you up to date with the other fixtures on the go around the country, where Orlando Pirates are leading Sekhukhune United by a 1-0 on the road. Dion Hotter scoring 5 minutes into that encounter. The Montfort Golden Arrows looking to bounce back from their defeats to Mamelodi Sundowns. They are up on the road against Cape Town City. Mongani Pele, who really tried against Sundowns on the weekend, is the man to have found the back of the net. The other game still goalless. TS Galaxy hosting Bulawani City. That's a very intriguing one. The Rocket still unbeaten in 9 under Adnan Beganovic as Shalolile is fouled.
Once again, just admire the work he does off the ball. That is Peter Shalolile. Caution for Ndebele.
Man who used to play for Val Juventus, hails from Sebokeng, does Ndebele. Made his senior debut against Magesi in that 2-0 away win in the first round of the Nedbank Cup. Did enough to earn a spot in the lineup against AmaZulu over the weekend, and then retain his position for this Big 20 dud. Williams on the ball. Managed 7 clean sheets in 26 20 derbies for SuperSport United. He conceded 39 times against Mamelodi Sundowns. As a Sundowns player, he's conceded just 3 against SuperSport United and kept 4 clean sheets in 6 outings against his former team. forward here from Dunyelwa. Infield for Allende in space, Namukwena. Adams. Shanalile. Adams working it out wide. Patience shown from the Brazilians. Now they seek to break the line, and it's Tashreeq Matthews who's given it away. Look.
SuperSport just not getting high up the field in time. No support for that man, Sile.
Surprisingly, Mamelodi Sundowns dominating possession, almost 70% of it so far. This season, in fact, that's very much the average for them, sitting at 68%. Their average this season has been just above 67% possession, which is the best in the league by quite some margin. They've also completed the most successful passes, despite having played a fair few games in most in the division. They came into this match having completed 6,500 passes in the Betway Premiership this season.
That is having only played 13, yeah. Very much a possession-based side, Mamelodi Sundowns. Just lunging over Koza.
An opportunity for SuperSport United here to test the goal of Bronwyn Williams. Sundowns this season have faced just 39 shots on target. That's the third fewest in the division. They'll come up against one of only two teams that have faced fewer this coming weekend. That's Orlando Pirates. They started this evening having faced just 29 shots on targets.
They're going to want to make this one count.
Yeah.
Has to be top draw if you're going to go past Williams. Paolo standing over it.
Eyeing up his former teammates. Two potential takers here, just to put a little doubt in the minds of Bronwyn Williams. There's Morano. Oh, he's come so close. And on the follow-up, straight down the middle, but there was a handball involved. It was an excellent free kick from Jape Morano, hoping to celebrate his 25th birthday in style. Give himself an early birthday present.
Wow, that was agonizingly close. Excellent free kick. Said it needs to be top draw, and that's exactly what it was. Up and over. Bronwyn Williams left stagnant. Unfortunately, the post to the rescue.
Clearly, that's something he's been looking to add to his game. Jape Morano now slip through for Magidi, who's remained on side. It's a poor attempted cross, has to be said.
Just didn't want to use the left leg. Tried to use the outside of the right foot. And a tame effort. That should be a wake-up call for Sundowns. Or a reminder of what SuperSport and how dangerous they can be.
Bandra, 28-year-old who has really had to bide his time in terms of getting regular football at the senior level, at least at the top flights. He was briefly at Wits under Gavin Hunt after moving from Tuks as a youngster, sat on the bench a few times for Gavin Hunt from 2015 to 2016. Now favours him over Ricardo Goss, who did start the season. Williams scrapes it clear. And Mokoena. Shalulile.
Well, they're not happy with the decision there. And Chouani dilly-dallying. He almost loses possession. As Gavin Hunt ventured in chatting to Carroll, can't fault his players for effort. So their performances were there, just the results not falling in their favour.
Outwardless in their last 4 league games, 3 defeats over that period since a narrow win over Magesi in mid-December. They come into this game having lost their last 3 league games for the first time since the 2015-16 season, when they lost 4 in a row. There's Matthews. He goes for it. Straight. That's Takazani and Bandra.
He had options, Matthews. Chose to test Bandra.
This is Mongasum. Getting it off for Akon. Morano. Ball. Space here for Lebele. Man will be very familiar with Mamelodi Sundowns, especially the likes of Malibonga Koto, who's ushered this back to Ronwin Williams. Lebele playing for Sundowns reserves last season, made his debut against Royal AM, and then picked up by SuperSport United after the two clubs played each other. Blue side of Pretoria liked what they saw from him. Player developed at Val Juventus from about 2013 to 2021. Unbelievable how many great players have emerged from that region and still continue to do so.
Yeah, that's right. Moby just getting caught there.
Williams down at the moment. Hoping for tonight his 10th Tshwane Derby win in his 53rd appearance in this long-standing rivalry that has been consistently on the calendar in the PSL era, has been played every single season since 96-97.
They got not too sure about Ronwin Williams' injury there, but I think the coach needs to have a word with his side. If you look on the side of this pitch, his Everybody listening attentively as we see that earlier attempt.
Well, right on cue, we get another view of that free kick, because I was about to say the injury definitely didn't happen after Morales' free kick, because Williams was left standing.
And it was around this time that against Arrows, where Miguel Cardoso made a change, brought off Kulise rather, and so replaced him with Chalulile as he changed the tactics, went with two up front, and immediately had an effect. Chalulile coming down, having been brought down with a penalty, and at the same time in this game, shuffling the situation here.
To the final 10 minutes of the half. Will there be further changes to the scoreline? SuperSport United on the offensive now with this free kick.
Just look at that high line. Sundowns are holding.
Ball delivered in by Pule. Away by Lucas Ribeiro. Unbelievably talented Brazilian who, against Le Mans Golden Arrows, got a goal and an assist. It's the 4th time in the league this season that he's got a goal and an assist in the same game.
Yeah, it was a well-taken penalty there from Ribeiro.
Still not clear from Mamelodi Sundowns. Now it's away by Libusa. Ball for a moment appeared as though he tweaked something, but he's back up and running. Sundowns fans wanted a little bit more urgency on their left flank from young Tiwani.
Yeah, I think there was acres of space in front of him and he chose to make the back pass.
Koza. He's been the most consistent part of this Mamelodi Sundowns defence, which has been chopped and changed over the course of the season, but since his introduction, it's been almost ever present. Now Ndunielwa already has one assist to his name, looking for another. Oh, ever so close. Tashreeq Matthews just maybe didn't take that down in the way that he had desired.
Yeah, once again, brilliant play here from Ndunielwa on this right-hand flank. Matthews, I think the ball just falling at an awkward angle. When you can't take a shot, you've got to have a touch. I think the first time shot was a better option.
Matthews, we're going to get the better of Archon here. Eventually the ball goes in SuperSport United's favour.
Just trying to use that lifty footwork there once, and second time trying to outwit Ocon, but strength coming to the fore.
Once again, they venture into the opposition box. Again, they're actually approaching 300 touches in the opposition box this season on Mamelodi Sundowns. Really, the key metric that sets them apart is their conversion rate, which is hovering around 25% this season. It's far better than any other club in the division, as Lucas Ribeiro pounces on that and has a full head of steam here, getting the better of Bongosun, shakes him off. Peter Chalulile is there. Chalulile turns, and again, and the usually very unselfish Chalulile opts against setting up Matthews for what surely would have been an easy goal.
What can this man do, Ribeiro? Understands he should have given the ball, should have passed. If it ended at the back of the net, we would have been singing his praises. Golden opportunity for Sundowns to extend that lead.
Sundowns looking for another league double over SuperSport United. They won tonight. It would be their 7th in the PSL era. As a slip through here for Peter Shanolina as they're coming together just outside the area. According to Paula Badi, there'll be a free kick. And one is produced. Wangasum into the book.
Once again, Ribeiro putting the strings there. And Shalile just impeded on the edge of the box. And this is a Leon turned on the afterburners there, Ribeiro using the body to full effect there. Idea to lay Tashreeq Matthews into space. Brilliant turn. Just a heavy touch.
Yeah.
Unfortunately there for Shalile.
Chad international Eric Bangasum will miss SuperSport's next match, 24-year-olds. He's been a key part of his national team for a while now, although they are ranked some way down, 176th in the world. They've never qualified for an AFCON before. It's just a population of 20 million in Chad, a country that has quite a tumultuous past. Turbulent history. Good international experience for a man recruited in the off-season by SuperSport United. Tabo Mokoena sought to place the last free kick they were awarded. Much closer in here.
Yeah, I think the free kick a little bit further out suits Mokoena a little bit better. So close, it needs a bit of a deft touch there. Possibly the golden boy, Ribeiro, can come up with something.
And maybe someone will touch it to change the angle slightly. It is Ribeiro looking to go low. Paul gets it away. Danielo back to Williams. Forward here for Shalolile. Oh, and then Matthews has just rolled it in, and Mamelodi Sundowns have doubled their advantage just before the interval.
The early attempt, but he never took advantage of that is Tashreeq Matthews. Excellent ball from goalkeeper Arnon Williams. They beat the offside trap. As a look up despair there for Gavin Hunt.
Tashreeq Matthews on the score sheet in the Betway Premiership for a 3rd time this season. He's one away from matching the tally that he managed in the previous campaign when he got 4 goals in 12 outings.
Shalile made amends there. He had to give him the early attempt, and this time with a lovely touch there on the direct route. What a ball from Williams, and Matthews slots it home. And gives them a breather just before half-time.
Well, I'm not at all suggesting that this could turn into a rout, but just for interest's sake, Sundowns' biggest win over SuperSport United, 5-0 back in the 2016-17 season. Billiet on the double that day. Muzi Mashtaba, Tembazwane, who's the top goal scorer of any current player in this tie with 6, also getting on the score sheet, and Clayton Daniels' own goal started off the scoring. Ronan Williams was on the bench that day for SuperSport United, where Peterson started. Madiba and Grant Kikana also on the bench. Taboho Mokoena as well on the bench, although he was subbed on for SuperSport. Now Peter Shenanina beats him to it. Kept alive by Bangasu. Away by Mike. The league double over SuperSport looks very much on from a Mamelodi Sundowns perspective. It would be their 7th double over SuperSport in the PSL era. It would actually be their first since the 2019-20 season. Especially then Global just to drive it down the line.
Kept it nice and compact in the middle of the park here, but it's Sundowns finding joy down the flanks. A lot of width about the attack. That has been the undoing of SuperSport in this first half.
Oh, Ribeiro teasing Ocon. He's still showboating.
Oh, wow. Quite a loving. Smuds all round. Such a quality player, Lucas Ribeiro.
Nikamobia just possessed. Matthews. All kept in play. Allende. Adams. Williams. He gets the crowd excited.
Yeah, they used to call it the Shushan and piano.
Saile. Can't find a way past Tiwani.
So just trying to protect it there. Saile getting a touch. Last touch was off Sundowns. Defender, so correct call there from
Corner swung in towards the back post. Directed off targets by Bangasum, and that's the last play of the first half. And Mamelodi Sundowns looking comfortable with a 2-0 lead. Tashreeq Matthews adding to their goal scored by Jaden Adams, his first for Mamelodi Sundowns and his first start for the club, and it looks like a very long way back for SuperSport United side, who are yet to score more than one goal in any league game this season, Stanton.
They've never managed to threaten Sundowns at all. Sundowns with a very comprehensive performance here in the first half that sees them take a nice cushion with the 2-goal lead there. And Williams, very effective. Jaden Adams pulling the strings alongside Allende, and it's a Sundowns that are in total control.
Well, the Tony Derby is quite often a lopsided affair, and that trend appears to be continuing. Mamelodi Sundowns, top of the table currently, and looking like the log leaders, holding a significant advantage over their city rivals after 45.
keep Mamelodi Sundowns at bay.
And finding Ribeiro. Extravagant ball. Oh, Matthew. Jaden Adams onto it. And he opens his Mamelodi Sundowns account in his first start for his new club. And among all his attributes that he brings to the table, goal scoring is actually not chief among them, but what a great introduction to the Mamelodi Sundowns faithful.
And that's how you announce your arrival. Brilliant improvisation there from Ribeiro. Excellent ball played into the box. One touch, showed composure. See the on-rushing keeper there. It's Ribeiro with the touch. It's the cross. And awareness, cool, calm and collective. Jaden Adams opens his account for Mamelodi Sundowns.
Well, he lifts it over two defenders who are looking to make the block. And Jaden Adams is off.
They try and keep Mamelodi Sundowns at bay.
And finding Ribeiro. Extravagant ball. Oh, Matthew. Jaden Adams onto it. And he opens his Mamelodi Sundowns account in his first start for his new club.
Try and keep Mamelodi Sundowns at bay.
And finding Ribeiro. Extravagant ball. Oh, Matthew. Jaden Adams onto it.
Try and keep Mamelodi Sundowns at bay.
And finding Ribeiro. Extravagant ball. Oh, Matthew. Jaden Adams onto it. And he opens his Mamelodi Sundowns account. Williams. Forward here for Shalolile. Oh, and then Matthews has just rolled it in, and Mamelodi Sundowns have doubled their advantage just before the interval.
Now the early attempt that he never took advantage of, that is Cedric Matthews. Excellent ball from goalkeeper Brandon Williams. They beat the offside trap. Look up despair there for Gavin Hunt.
Cedric Matthews on the score sheet in the Betway Premiership for a third time this season. He's one away from matching the tally that he managed in the previous campaign when he got 4 goals in 12 Williams. Forward here for Shalolile. Oh, and then Matthews has just rolled it in, and Mamelodi Sundowns have doubled their advantage just before the interval.
Now the early attempt.
Forward here for Shalolile. Oh, and then Matthews has just rolled it in, and Mamelodi Sundowns. Forward here for Shalolile. Oh, and then Matthews has just rolled it in, and Mamelodi Sundowns have doubled their advantage just before the interval.
Now the early.
Forward here for Shalolile. Oh, and then Matthews has just rolled it in, and Mamelodi Sundowns have doubled their advantage just before the interval. Uncharacteristic from usually very reliable to Mokwena. Now Peter Shelolile feeding deep. Oh, slight touch from a Bandra, directing it onto the upright and then over from Allende. Uncharacteristic from usually very reliable to Mokwena. Now Peter Shelolile feeding deep. Oh, slight touch from a Bandra, directing it onto the upright. Uncharacteristic from usually very reliable to Mokwena. Now Peter Shelolile feeding deep. Oh, slight touch from a Bandra, directing it would then diminish even further, compounding the problem.
Yeah, 100%.
They have no problem scoring goals. Oh, Peter Shelolile comes close to getting another. Even further, compounding the problem.
Yeah, 100%.
They have no problem scoring goals. Oh, Peter Shelolile comes close to getting another. And diminish even further, compounding the problem.
Yeah, 100%.
They have no problem scoring goals. Oh, Peter Shelolile comes close to getting another. Twice. It is Morano. Oh, he's come so close. And on the follow-up, straight down the middle, but there was a handball involved. There was an It is Morano. Oh, he's come so close. And on the follow-up, straight down the middle, but there was a handball involved. There was an It is Morano. Oh, he's come so close. And on the follow-up, straight down. It is Morano. Oh, he's come so close. It is Morano. Oh, he's come so close. It is Morano. Oh, he's come so close. And on the follow-up, straight down the middle, but there was a handball involved. There was an excellent free kick. It is Morano. Oh, he's come so close. And on the follow-up. On that and has a full head of steam here, getting the better of Bongasun, shakes him off. Peter Shelolile is there. Shelolile turns and again, and the usually very unselfish Shelolile passes on that and has a full head of steam here, getting the better of Bongasun, shakes him off. Peter Shelolile is there. Shelolile turns and again, and the usually very unselfish Shelolile. It's far better than any other club in the division as Lucas Ribeiro passes on that and has a full head of steam here, getting the better of Bongasun, shakes him off. Peter Shelolile is there. Shelolile turns and again, and the usually very unselfish Shelolile opts against than any other club in the division as Lucas Ribeiro passes on that and has a full head of steam here, getting the better of Bongasun, shakes him off. Peter Shelolile is there. Shelolile turns and again, and the usually very unselfish. Welcome back to the Lucas Modipe Stadium, where Mamelodi Sundowns are 2 up against their city rival SuperSport United. And looking like they're cruising. So Gavin Hunt responds by making a couple of changes here. And he will be bringing on Neo Rapo. Then interestingly, the man who loves to blood young talent, Manlankosi Nkosi, is on for his first ever minutes in senior football. So a bit of a delay in the restart, but eventually we are up and running here. Do you see a way back for SuperSport United standard, given how defensively resolute Mamelodi Sundowns are? Since that loss to Polokwane City end of October, they have scored 20 goals and conceded 1, and have won 8 league games in a row.
And I tell you what, they don't look like they're going to concede now, but it's SuperSport that's going to have to be a bit more adventurous. They'll change the shape somewhat. Looks like Ndebele will stay and slot into that defense. That'll become a 3-man defense. Rapu will operate on the left-hand flank, so it's a 3-5-2, just to commit a few more players further up the field and do something and try and trouble that Sundowns defense.
To expand on what is a fairly lengthy history between these two sides, as SuperSport United have an opportunity. Ayende had his pocket picked. Christian Saile blazed that over.
A bit of a wayward attempt there from Christian Saile. These are the opportunities that they're going to have to maximize on if they to get back in this encounter.
Well, this fixture is one of 6 that has been played every season since the inauguration of the league in '96, along with, of course, Sundowns matches against Chiefs and Pirates. Those 2 matches against one another, and SuperSport's matches against the Chiefs and Pirates. That's more promising from the side of the trail. And an unkind ricochet means that it will be nothing more than a Sundowns goal kick.
It's been excellent this evening. Solid in the tackle. Creative going forward there. Nyelwa. Protects. Another cross there from the substitute Rapo. They'll be expected to give something down that left-hand flank for SuperSport.
Akon intercepts, falls to Peter Shalolile. He's winding, moving it on to Mokwena. Now Ayende. Space on his outside. Bunyelwa. Looked like it was short of Ribeiro, but he's somehow been able to latch onto it. Oh, and find a teammate who finds the back of the net. It's another for Morin, for Matthews. Lucas Ribeiro is running the show, and his teammates not profiting from it.
The intelligence of the man. The initial run to receive the ball, the burst of pace, turns on the afterburners, the patience, the presence of mind, and an excellent finish this time, taking it for the first touch is Tashik Matthews. He looks up, picks out the on-running, on-rushing Matthews, and puts this game out of reach.
Oh, the ball spun awkwardly off of Akon. Matthews has 2. He's equaled his Premiership tally from last season. Ribeiro Costa now has 12 goal contributions in the league. He leads Ikram Reyners by 4 goal contributions. Now, surely the only missing piece of this game will be to get on the score sheet himself.
They hit the post earlier. Looks a little bit worrying there, Dunyawa.
Lifted in, Robert Williams deals with that fairly comfortably.
Just a bit of a nudge on the goal scorer in the back of Ocon.
So another former SuperSport United man is onto the field in the form of Keegan Giannis. Made a little cameo off the bench last time out against Lamont for Golden Arrows. Was his first league minutes for Mamelodi Sundowns. He did play in the cup game winner of the Sibanya Golden Stars, and yeah, Lucas Ribeiro makes way after magnificent contribution.
Yeah, the magician. It's like he's on a beach in Rio de Janeiro in Copacabana as he waltzes and dances and creates and scores. He's given a well-deserved rest.
Yeah.
The applaud from the fans.
And in fact, it's 2 former SuperSport United men that's come on here. Mr. Pelo Maseko is also onto the park, having just recently returned to action in that cup game over the lower division sides. But in terms of league outings, this is his first appearance on the park since late November. Good to see him back, 21-year-old. Job done for Lucas Ribeiro.
He can focus on the weekend.
Yeah, no point risking him any further. He has done exactly what he needs to do. Now turn his attention towards Orlando Pirates, Loftus Versfels, 3:30 on Saturday afternoon. You just sense that the goal scoring is probably not done. And was it an ominous portent of perhaps the final score when I pointed out the previous biggest win for Mamelodi Sundowns, which came about 8 years ago, 5-0 in their favour, because that's a scoreline that very much could be on this evening.
Rose extremely well there. 2v1 battering Johannes that just came onto the field. Watching on.
Bradley Grobler said this week that he thought perhaps SuperSport United had an opportunity to turn their season around with a good showing against their city rivals. And alongside injured Temba Zwane, in between a sandwich of Zwane and Grant Kekana is Lebo Motibo, who's currently without a club. Last at Strasbourg in France.
Hint, hint. One striker to the other.
This is Samir Nukovic emerging from the dugouts for SuperSport United. Legends in attendance. Some young, some old. Sugar, Ghana. Sugar Mabunda, slump of Kekana. Trot.
Yeah, Johannes looked like he shook off whatever happened. Just a blow to the head, maybe.
Yeah. Young Mabena. Now.
It's so unfortunate for Mabena.
Yeah.
Injured at the wrong time as he started getting some first-team football. It's the dark side of the game.
Nicely moved into space there by Matthews. Just no opportunity for Maseko to run onto it. Especially Matthews again. Can't force it forward. Strong run, Nkosi. Low cross in, connected by Ronan Williams. Sundowns this season, in terms of goal scoring, have been fairly economical on the road. They have great records, of course, in away matches in the Betway Premiership, played 6-1-5, a solitary loss to Polokwane City. But coming into this match, they had scored just 8 goals in away matches, 8 of their 28 coming on the road. And I guess this is not technically on the road, is it?
Home away from home.
Begovic indicating that the man he's replacing has already departed the pitch on the other side. Coming on alongside him is Terence Tukomanja. Like Gidi and saying it apart. Lovely feeds. Man gets the pass away. Terence Tukomanja. Dispossessed. Turned around the corner brilliantly by Peter Shalolile, who has the ball back. Johannes linked forward, looking for Maseko. Oh, Lobo is the latest player to go into the book. Looks like a bit of 50-50 there with Matthews. 3 SuperSport United players have been showing yellows.
Showed a bit of stats there, a little bit naughty there from Ndlovu. Did get the ball though, but dangerous play nonetheless. says Matthews. That was the initial attempt there, showing a lot of confidence there. Up against Ocon, hustling and bustling as he's trying to find some joy in this encounter. And that was when it finally fell for him. The touch from Cholilile, the magic down the line from Ribeiro, and a brace with Ashwick Matthews. So efficient, so effective. Plays in the front three. He's very inverted. Arrives timeously in the box and sees him on the score sheet, ever so present.
That time in Sweden has molded him into a complete forward. Here he is. They took a touch en route to him. Lukovic helps it on, yet to score for SuperSport United, but got 8 goals for TS Galaxy in the previous campaign, many of them coming off the bench. Seko Tiwani is the first Mamelodi Sundowns recipient of a card this evening.
Just left the leg in there, a little bit naughty there from Tiwani. Stops Moby in his tracks.
SuperSport United have lost their last 2 home games in the league, and they're winless in their last 3 on home soil. They are destined to lose this evening. Will be 3 successive home defeats for the first time since December of 2021. And with that said, 69% of their points this season have come at home, just to underline what a poor campaign it's been up till now. Mokoena. Matthew's second was Mamelodi Sundowns' 17th second half goal in the league this season. More in the second period than any other team has managed. One by Koza. They're setting Maseko on his way. Sapelo Maseko shakes to shoot, draws the save out of Mbandra. There's Matthews. Scoops it in a little aimlessly.
Not taking the foot off the accelerator. There's Sundowns still dominating, still looking for the fourth.
Sundowns still dominating possession, not quite as much as they held in the first half, but a lion's share of it. With that win over SuperSport earlier this season, it's now 12 seasons in a row they've won at least 1 league game against SuperSports since the 2013-14 campaign, as Matthews goes down and gets the foul. And this really tells the story. In that time, Stanton, Sundowns have won 16, about to be 17, of 23 league games between themselves and SuperSport, with SuperSport winning 2. If you obviously look back at the entire PSL era, it looks a little different. SuperSport did enjoy a bit of a purple patch against Sundowns, but in recent times, the last decade or so, it has been all Sundowns as we see the introduction here of their new man from Argentina comes on to replace Marcelo Allende. Lucas Suarez, the centre-half, who will celebrate his 30th birthday next month. The coach spoke about him in the pre-match interviews. He still doesn't understand English, but of course they are able to communicate with him in Spanish. Coming from having played his football in Argentina. Strong experience.
Well, that substitute was obviously to give Suarez a taste of South African football and introduce him. I think at the same time it's a response to the substitutes that SuperSport done. Gavin Hunt just Chukwumanja, Norkovic as well, adding them up front. That'll cancel it out to add another defender. So with 3 central, here is Suarez in possession.
Suarez forced to chase back.
Left-footed.
I was about to say another left-footed player added to this Mamelodi Sundowns squad. Now Nukovic offside.
This is direct football that SuperSport can produce, and Norkovic just straying offside.
Williams, Mokoena, he's given it away, trying to play that first-time ball. Taken quickly by SuperSport United. Mobia. 3 games against fellow Gauteng sides in the league this season for SuperSport. They've already lost to Mamelodi Sundowns and to Orlando Pirates. They did beat Kaizer Chiefs 1-0 at home, almost directly after being thumped by the same team in the League Cup. Sundowns have won both their games against fellow Gauteng sides, against SuperSport, and 2-1 against Kaizer Chiefs. There's Chukwumanja. Glovu. Mobia. Looking promising for the hosts to trail. No route through.
Sorry, it was very impressive from Sundowns. They are leading by a comfortable margin, but yet they're still putting in the hard yards, pressing, closing, working hard, getting behind the ball. Yeah, just caught in the offside position there. A little bit lazy there from Obi. He could charge the line from his position.
Disheartened SuperSport United bench. Just over 20 minutes to play. Mamelodi Sundowns looking for another. Here's Maseko being tracked by Ndebele. Maseko dispossessed. This is a game that over the course of 57 league meetings has produced a fair amount of goals. It's moved up to 140 today. That's about 2.5 goals a game. Sundowns, though, despite their dominance against SuperSport United, haven't scored more than 2 against them since May of 2021, when they managed a 3-1 victory. A game in which SuperSport spent majority of it with just 10 men. Sundowns went 3 up inside the first half. To Mokwena scored a late consolation. Now, Ndlovu's driving run has drawn a free kick and seen a card brandished in the direction of Johannes.
I could see Johannes just bleeding. That's my first one. That's my first tackle.
Yeah.
Please. I did push him.
The referees have a tendency to maybe let you get away with one if you've made a genuine attempt, which he did not. Using his hands to try and pull back his man. So, easy pickings for Ronan Williams. The man who deceived him in the first half free kick. It struck the uprights, hitting the target this time, but not testing up on his number 1. And at the other end, Sundowns look to increase their advantage as SuperSport United prepare Kampani Lungu.
Throwing everything they've got here, SuperSport United.
So, Nico Mobia is the only player who's started every single league game for SuperSport United this season, is making way for the Zambian Kampani Lungu. Had a stuttering start to his campaign, trying to shake off a long-term injury. There he is, introduced as SuperSport's 5th and final sub. Malibonga Koza.
Easily through the press there.
And he's spotted a route forward over the top for Maseko. Ball not quite good enough. Tabelo Maseko, by the way, opening the scoring the last time SuperSport United beat Mamelodi Sundowns, which was in September of 2022. His goal and another from Bradley Grobler that saw Matsatsanza win 2-1. Spinella Mbulise was the unlucky man who had to be hooked off against the Montfort Golden Arrows as Mamelodi Sundowns changed shape and introduced Peter Shalolile, but it seems like he's received his instructions and will be shortly taking to the park. And the other player that we've spotted in our picture is Mateus Esquivel, Argentinian, who's back from a loan stint. Picked up by Adams. Now Mokwena. Pumped away by Bangasum. Just possessing Maseko.
Yeah, I think fatigue starting to set in already for SuperSport United. Running out of ideas as Sundowns continue to dominate. Tease them.
Kulise coming on here for Kunyanwa. Acquitted himself well down the flank. And Teboho Mokoena, influential Sundowns midfielder who turned 28 last month. He's also making way. Peter Shalolina is trudging over to the side, so perhaps a little mistake on the subs board there, which clearly I thought said 28, but must have meant 38.
Yeah.
And Peter Shalolina doesn't get on the score sheet today, a man who's approaching the 100-goal milestone for Mamelodi Sundowns, currently on 98, looking to become just the second Sundowns player after the legendary Daniel Madao to hit that century mark, and then 4 shy of Nomvete's PSL record, which many expect him to break in the not-so-distant future. By the way, goal updates from around the ground. Cape Town City, having gone behind at home to the Montville Golden Arrows, have managed to hit back through the left full-back to Kabasa Nyama, and Orlando Pirates cruising towards victory with none other than Makahleni Makaula, Derby man of the match, getting on the score sheet just after the break to make it 2-0.
Oozing with confidence there.
If there's one criticism I have maybe of Skukuni United this season, they have been good, but then they appear to capitulate against the really quality sides. They don't turn up, as was the case against Mamelodi Sundowns, where they were crushed. Against Orlando Pirates earlier, this chase is still on, I'm sure, for the African spots, but looks to be a humbling defeat today.
A good cover there by Suarez.
And a quarter hour to go in Atteridgeville. Mamelodi Sundowns with the corner to defend. Ronwen Williams hoping for another Tony Derby clean sheet. Out-swinging delivery. Good catch by Williams. And if he completes the shutout, it would be in his 7th match playing for Sundowns against SuperSport, a 5th clean sheet.
It's a great record. I think he has a secondary assist this evening as well, Williams. A long ball ended up in the back of the net there from Ashwik.
Nicely worked out here to Gampani Lungu. Getting across well is Suarez. That's one of the interesting dynamics for this coming weekend, is that it's fairly easy to anticipate what Orlando Pirates deem to be their best 11, maybe with 1 or 2 alterations here or there to throw off their opponents. But with Sundowns, you really don't know.
Who gets his mind? That's what happens.
Could be another 5 changes, just like we saw tonight, as Rafu attempts speculative efforts.
I think if you look at this midfield trio that started the game this evening, Teboho Mokoena, Jaden Adams, Allende.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that it gets better than that.
Yeah. I think it's the defense, apart from, of course, the man between the sticks, where it will be a lot more difficult to predict.
Yeah, true.
nudge from Matthews. SuperSport United have an additional fan tonight who was also in support of Amazulu yesterday. Chukwamanja. Yeah, decent attempt from Terence Chukwamanja. Ronwen Williams telling Atukolo Madela that he believes the Zimbabwe had strayed.
Not the tallest of players, but he's excellent in the air. That is Chukwamanja. Williams made that look easy.
Into the final 10 minutes. SuperSport United this evening hosting Mamelodi Sundowns for a 29th time in the league. Only ever managed 4 home victories against them. The last of those coming in the 2022-23 season. And before that, all the way back in 2012-2013. The majority of their wins against Sundowns since '96 have actually been with Sundowns at home, 9 of them. This is the side against whom Sundowns have won more PSL era matches than against any other team, and netted more goals against. They move that tally up to an impressive 86 this evening in their 58th league meeting. Nicely clipped over the top by Esquivel. Seko onto it. Gets away from Mongasum. Can't find the top corner.
Encouraging signs there from Maseko. That's what he does. Slows down and bursts inside. Great curling effort. Just couldn't nestle in the back of the net. That'll do his confidence a world of good. Big fight. Competition for places here. Maseko will want to impress every minute he gets.
Miguel also knows that there's an almighty test on the horizon for Mamelodi Sundowns this coming weekend. He can turn his attentions towards that matchup against the Buccaneers, who themselves will be filled with confidence. Esquivel losing out and perpetrating a foul on Moralo. Nukovic. Lebusa coming across to clear. Decent corner in. And easily claimed by Williams once again. Mamelodi Sundowns about to increase their winning streak in the league to 9 in succession. Last time they managed a longer run was the 11-game winning streak at the very beginning of last season, which was a PSL era record to start any given campaign. Silky from Kulise, feeding Esquivel now. Look, give and go from the Argentine. Kampani Lungu is on hands. Lukovic, Moralo. Another very tidy outing for him. SuperSport United and Orlando Pirates, I guess, swapping sparring partners this coming weekend. It's up against Sundowns. SuperSport United on Sunday will be away to Skukuni, who themselves will be eager to get back on track.
Nice touch there. Jan is just getting clipped.
Now it's an ignominious end to a 20-year-old Debele's outing, and previously on the books of Sundowns reserves, having fouled Peter Shalulile 25 or so minutes into this match for his first yellow. A few minutes shy of full time, he gets his second and he walks. If I'm not mistaken, is that a first red for a SuperSport United player this season? So now there might be more goals to come as Sundowns play the remaining 3 minutes of regulation time and additional time against a side that are a man light. Debele does indeed earn the unwanted distinction of being the first SuperSport United player dismissed in the league this season. And his run of 3 successive starts since making his senior debut will now come to an end. Won't be present for the match against Skukuni United this coming weekend. By the way, speaking of Fabino Noku-Stanton, they're making things very, very nervy for Orlando Pirates in the closing stages of their match, because they pulled one back and it is now 2-1 in Puluwane as Maseko races onto this. Tiwani. Esquivel works the space to shoot, goes for the dinked effort. Just wide.
Yeah, good idea there from Esquivel. Dropped the shoulder, created the space. Trying to get clever with the dink. Just in the way.
Just to expand on that information from a little further up north, former Buccaneer Lyndon Tambo, about a quarter hour from time, and there's only about 2 minutes remaining now, putting them back into the match. It's 2-1, but they also about to head into injury time. So as things stand, the gap between Sundowns, The host Pirates on the weekend will be 6, as it was at the start of this evening. Then again, you've got a dynamic where Pirates are 6 points behind with 1 game in hand, which we know never equates to points, and an opportunity to close the gap to 3 this weekend. Kulise. Oh, from a tight angle. Can't work it past Tagban Mbani. Given away by Nukovic. 3 minutes at a time here in Atteridgeville. Tuani in space. Arriving late is Esquivel. Nice little cushion path into Maseko. Kulise always rising.
Yeah, the crowd just urging him to have a pop. I don't think he was ready for that.
Lungu. Stooping to head that away is Libusa. Still with Supersport United. Terence Chukwamanja. And Malibonga Koza cushions it behind for a corner.
Beating an offside trap there, Chukwamanja. And Koza to the rescue. Well timed run there. They keep it in play and cause a bit of danger, but Koza well positioned to make the clearance.
Brilliant talent. He turns 21 next month, favoured by the previous technical team and by the incoming coaches as Lukovic delivers one on target. Comfortable for Williams. A minute to go. Was released, remember, on a hat-trick, and has had very few chances since getting his second. Oh,
very close, very close.
Might have been Mangusum playing him on. A game to forget for a Chadian midfielder slash defender.
And I really thought Supersport would really make life difficult for Sundowns, but it was fairly easy, it has to be said. Very clinical this evening with Sundowns. I think that was one important difference between these two sides.
There is the final whistle in Atteridgeville. Mamelodi Sundowns with a comprehensive victory, and they'll take plenty of confidence into the most consequential game of the league season so far that comes this weekend against Orlando Pirates. Job done for Miguel Cardoso and his men. Jaden Adams awarded his first start, gets his first Mamelodi Sundowns goal. Tashreeq Matthews takes his tally of league goals to 4, 8-goal contributions in the Betway Premiership for him this season. And for Supersport United, their troubles continue, and it is now 4 defeats in a row in the Betway Premiership. That is their worst run in the league for 9 years, Stanton.
Yeah, it's a 5-star performance with 3 goals to the good. 2 from Matthews, 1 from Jaden Adams. So he starts for Sundowns, and what a start it was for him. Sundowns run.